3 days removed from an absolute pumping at Ibrox, we return Sunday, 6th of October 2024. Just before an international break, we're taking on 11th place St Johnstone. They are they're not technically the worst team in the league. That would be reserved for Heart of Midlothian right now, but they are just off the back of beating a team called Minsk. They've been Minsk. We were Minsk on Thursday. There's a lot of Minsk analogies here, so let's just get down into the meat of it. We need to beat St Johnstone. I don't even need to explain why we need to beat St Johnstone at the end of the day. It just needs to happen. And, regardless of team news, injury news here, it should be happening. St Johnstone just got drummed 6-0 last week. For that reason alone, it's going to be... we're at home. Alright, we're going to win. So, obviously, we're going to a bit of team news here regarding Tom Lawrence. So he's picked up a hamstring injury against Lyon on Thursday. He's likely to miss out. Left back Ridvan Yilmaz is training again after recovering from a muscle injury, and attacker Yanis Hadji is available after a contract issue was resolved. Goes on to mention the fact that Danilo, Cortez, Matondo remain out in the sidelines, and Saints forward Benjamin Kimbayuka and Adama Sadebe return after suspension. McClelland and Igapenzu are both out still. But just seeing there, two left wingers, Cortez and Rai Matondo, all out on the sidelines. Brilliant. And I've just realised this vid probably looks like I'm recording from a hospital bed, but I'm not recording from a hospital bed. Alright, so back to the task at hand. And I've noted that, right, before we even talk more about St Johnstone, what's this about? Ali plots Ibrox win from his bed. Is he still in my gimmick? I'm in the bed and I'm plotting an Ibrox win. So, eccentric FCSB, it sounds like a USB, but Stade Bucharest. Owner Gigi Bacali says his side can beat Rangers in the Europa League at Ibrox later this month while he issues instructions from his bed. Now, there was clickbait, I guess you could say out there. It's like, oh, he's disrespecting Rangers. He says he doesn't even need to go to Glasgow. He's just going to win. They're going to win from his bed. I mean, at the end of the day, he's the owner. He's not the manager. What instructions is the owner going to be giving the football club from his bed? Don't understand that. Don't understand that in the slightest. Now, look at the state of this, right? This is weak-minded individuality here. Rangers winger Flakav Chirney has deleted his Instagram account in the wake of his open goal miss in Thursday's 4-1 Europa League defeat by Lyon and you know what? That is, that's not good enough for me. We need strong-minded players. We can't have bottle jobs, and I know we live in a woke world where, you can't say anything mean on social media or else 2Keir Stair will be right up your arse with a fucking 12-foot pole. But the end of the day is, it's a Rangers player that needs to step up to task and see all these death threats and whatever he's got. Here, see people that are on social... Everybody gets death threats. Obviously, if you're more famous, you're going to get more. I get death threats every day on YouTube. I give a shit. So Flakav Chirney doesn't need to delete his Instagram account. He needs to get stuck in on the pitch and improve on his finishing and hopefully result in more goals, get assists. That's what he needs to do, not delete it. I remember Andy Robertson did this. I think it was his Twitter. It wasn't his Instagram. Does it really matter if it's Twitter, Instagram or Facebook? Not really, but I think it's just pathetic in the slightest. It's just words at the end of the day. And obviously at the game he was going to be getting abuse as well. But we'll look at the league table before I give a score prediction, and we'll be watching the game later on. As the table just doesn't really want to load. Of course, a lot of games today. Got a 12 o'clock kick-off. Oh, aye, table's brilliant, Europa League, because that's exactly what I wanted to look for. No, this is the table that we're after. So obviously there's been a few games yesterday. Who played yesterday? See, it's a bit confusing. So, Kelly beat Dundee. We're not really focused on them. I mean, the likes of Motherwell and Dundee United, but even doing our next, man, it's a bit embarrassing. And Aberdeen play Hearts today, and our Hearts just bounce back there, so you never know what they can do. As for Celtic, they're away to Ross County, who sits 7th. Ross County have had a pretty decent start to the season, but I think one too many draws in there for the Highlanders. Anyway, as for us, we have had one draw, and it was against Hearts, which looking back, people are like, oh, it was a good point. No, it was an awful point, alright? Abysmal point. So, what we're going to say here, I'm going to go 4-0 Rangers. I think we'll bounce back, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a scrappy 1-0, 2-1 sort of result. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Going to go 2-1. Going to go with Cyril Dessers to get both of them, because that's what he does. He scores goals, what it seems, in the less important matches. And did he game against St Johnstone at home? That sounds like Cyril Dessers' cup of tea.